What is up guys, it is Aaron and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm in the garage again. My overall, as you guys know what that means, it is go-kart project time. Kit car, still got to remind myself, I've got to say kit car because I'm no longer legally allowed to say it's a go-kart. The reason I'm not allowed to do that anymore is because it'll be too safe to be a go-kart, but not safe enough to be an actual car. So the thing I've got to call it is a kit car. So it's not road legal, but you can drive it. Go-karts usually tend to have a little bit less safety around them, and you know, it's just a seat, there's no flooring in it, there's no cages around it, there's no sports seats in it. So mine is a kit car. You might be wondering what that annoying fan noise in the background is. Got a welder. Finally, I've got a fucking welder. I'm trying not to curse. I got a welder, so I'm welding the floor panel on. Finally, it's been ages since I've welded, so just give me some slack, please. I used to do really good welding when I was in school, and I used to do a whole load of that for other classmates who didn't want to do the welding, who were scared of the welder. We used a gas welder, but this is a gasless welder because I prefer it. It's just electricity. There's less expense for going out buying really expensive gas, getting the right pressure through it and everything like that. So it's just a lot more handier just to have an electric welder. This is the Pro Series Hawk MIG 150 amp. So basically what the 150 means is 150 amps going through this down onto the metal. I've already started welding, by the way, I'll show you that in a minute. But this was made by Hawk, amazing company. Big shout out to them for sending me this. I did buy it from them, but this came really quickly, and they have really good customer service on hand, and they are really with their shit, unlike other companies that'll just try and rip you off and stuff. So really go out and check these guys out. They have amazing welders at really low prices. This one cost me around about $149.99 off of eBay, so it works amazingly well, really does. The company is that they have really good structural instructions. So basically for wiring up, a lot of people be like, oh crap, no, I don't want to wire it up, fuck that, I'm gonna fucking blow something up. It's really easy because they've made it so easy. They don't have any plugs that come with this. You've got to wire it up yourself, obviously, which is why I'm saying this, but they've said brown is live, yellow is neutral, and red is earth. So earth, that means that it'll be going straight to the fuse box, and if something trips, breaks, or if something short circuits, it'll go straight to the breaker. Nothing will be done to your house at all. Here are my welds after a couple of years. You can see here, focus, there you go. As you can see here, I've got a little bit of a rhythm, but then I'm just doing like little bits here and there just to practice a bit, because this is already on really solid. It holds the whole weight of the go-kart. What I do now is just put on a little time lapse of me welding this up. I got a really nice mask as well off of eBay, so this was £22. It is really nicely detailed, very cheap. Highly recommend it. It's auto darkening, so you use the body for it, and you can adjust the sensitivity and the delay in the mask shield. So where the delay will be for like the delay that the thing darkens. I obviously have zero delay in mine because I do not want to go blind. I can't do time lapse because I've accidentally lost the app for the time lapse that I use. So you guys are just gonna have to watch me weld for a couple of minutes. Well, if you have no training in welding and you want to get into it, go to college or something. Don't be like me. I'm self-taught in this thing, which really isn't recommended. But for me, I learn things best myself, and I can learn from my mistakes and improve on it. But I would not recommend doing that. It's very dangerous, this, and it could electrocute you, and it could kill you, blind you, etc. So just make sure that you have the right people around you. If your family member knows about welding or something like that, ask them to show you how to do it. But if not, go take a college course on it. It would really help you out. I'm going to see if I can take a college course on it at some point, but that just depends on what I'm wanting to do for the future. Now when you're welding, you want to set the speed of the welder's feed, which is this, how fast it comes out. You want to set that speed to how fast you like to weld, or just your preference. For me, I like it to be like mid-range, not fast but not too slow, because I have a lot of patience, but that patience does wear out quite quickly if you're sitting down doing something for ages. Always wear the right gear as well. You can see I'm in overalls, I've got a proper helmet, I've got fire-resistant gloves, I've got the whole shebang. So just make sure you have everything humanly possible to make sure you are safe. See as well, there's a little bit of fire. That's just from the paint catching fire. So don't be too worried about that. If that happens, it's completely normal. Just make sure you get it out as quick as you can. And yeah. There you go, that's looking better. A lot better weld. You can see what I'll be doing as well, I'll be oscillating this thing back and forth just so I can get a good weld between the panel and the chassis. That's looking really good now. Oh god. Don't take off your helmet straight away, which is what I just done. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm gonna go blind by the end of this. Okay, let's have a look at those welds. What I'm doing as well is I'm cracking the shell of the oxidizer on the weld. So it oxidizes itself once it's been welded on. And just go off, scrape it off. And there you go. Not my best welds, but they're really, really good. They're really solid because this thing is on there really, really good now. So I'm really happy about that. Because to be honest, I don't really care how the welds look. I just care that they'll be holding this thing on really nice and sturdy. I'm not looking for anything that's too fancy or anything like that. I'm not looking to drive this thing on the flipping roads, as we all know, because this thing will be a death trap as it is. So what I'm going to do is, because these edges that I measured are a bit too wide, I measured it from the very right to the very left of the chassis, which you shouldn't do. You should measure it from the center to the center of each side of the chassis, so you're not going over the parameters of the chassis. So what I'm going to do is, once I've welded this front part on, once I've got it in a good position that I like, which I have right now, it's really, really good position right now, I am going to get a angle grinder, cut along here through the middle, same down here, cut down through the middle where the chassis is, and I'm going to try and not go through the chassis, and then weld it on there, and it should be on really, really solid then. Gas as well. A lot of people will be very scared when they go to electric, because the electric, as you can see, makes a whole load of sparks. Sparks fly everywhere, so it's nothing to be afraid of. Just make sure you've got your surroundings clear of anything that is flammable, that can catch fire, and just make sure that your area is clear of anything. And especially if you have butane or anything like that, make sure it's away in a cupboard. Sorry, that was upside down, I forgot. But anything that's flammable, or that can be flammable, or anything like wood, cardboard, paper, plastic, anything like that, just make sure it's far, far away from you. Just finished welding up this frame here. You can see it's starting to get dark outside. But these welds here are crap, but then going on over to here, that's hot. These welds are starting to get better. Like I said before, I am a little bit out of practice, but you can see by here, these welds looking pretty good. Now on to the exo cage. Day 2 of doing the go-kart. Sorry I didn't finish off what I was doing in that video, so I'm just going to carry it on to another day. So what I didn't show on camera was I got the exo cage done for the body panels. This floor panel is welded in quite well now. I need to trim off this edge and weld down here, and same with that, I need to trim off there as well. But there's one thing, well, I'll just show you the exo cage as well. That is one half of the exo cage done. I'm going to have a metal beam, same with these, having 1 meter across to go off and connect to this one. You can see I've got this here just so I could like have a look at what it was going to look like. I need to weld over these holes and mind the disgusting welds. Some of them are good, some of them not so much. So of course there's a bit of stuff there. Yeah, so that's that done. I need to get onto this one now. Notice, yes, I did manage to get the tires on here. I can't find a foot pump. I hope my granddad bought me one because he said he was going to. So hopefully he did, fingers crossed. And I'm just being an idiot and I can't see it. So these were a pain in the arse to do. I had to use 6 different clamps for the small ones. The big ones were easy. It was the small ones that were the pain in the arse. Do a little bit of a time lapse of me welding that second exo cage, half for the cockpit, as I'll say, because that's where I'm going to be sitting. So I'm wanting to make it all literally perfect, because what I'm doing now, it's make or break for the kart. Go, now that is how it's going to be looking on the go-kart. That's not a meter apart exactly, but there's going to be another beam going across the middle, so I'll be holding in place, and I'll be putting a door at this side, so that'll be to my right side. Then to the left it'll just be a straight panel and a window, and at the front there's going to be, oh, that was nice. There's going to be a little nose coming out the front here. Over here I'm going to make an extension from here, so it's going to be coming out to around about here where my foot is. Back's going to have an extension as well out to where that part is. That's not permanent, obviously, that's just there for reference. I'm going to be getting metal tubing for that. I'm going to be measuring the outer diameter of each one and welding it on. So yeah, okay guys, that's going to do it for today. I've gotten a lot of stuff done today and yesterday, not yesterday, a couple of days ago, because this was 3 days now that I haven't been working on this, so yeah, it's kind of confusing. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it to friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!